And good morning everyone, magandang umaga po and welcome to the Daily Grind. I hope you had a very good weekend despite the quarantine, despite whatever is happening. I hope you're with your family and you're healthy. Sana naman po, sana naman po. Please just give me 1 minute because I need to share the video to my Facebook wall and my Facebook page really quick. Share to page you manage. May problema sa Facebook eh. Hindi lumalabas kasi yung hindi lumalabas yung thumbnail when I share it eh. But just give me 1 minute. Let me share it really quick. Anyways, by the way, ang daming nag sa akin, ang daming what do you call this? Nag-message sa akin pagaling daw ako. I'm feeling better now. Thank you so much. And mas it was just a common flu. I mean, not really flu, but colds po yung last week. Kasi medyo ang init nga last week and then I had some errands na kailangan magpainta ko. That's okay. But today, we are gonna be talking about the 5 tips that I can give you to start a business with very low budget. If not, no budget at all. I had an experience before where I built a business na walang budget talaga, right? So I was able to build it. Those businesses have closed. Or it's either it has closed or meron na ibang may-ari. But these are I was able to start them. And right now, isa sa pinakamalaking business that we were able to start na maliit lang ang funds was is mangingisda.org, right? It's an organization, it's a non-profit organization, but nonetheless it's a business for the people. But we were able to start it with very very low funds, right? Napakalit lang ng budget na para sinimulan natin. Right, mangingisda.org, if you don't know about it yet, it's already a multi-million-dollar business managed by me. I'm one of the managing organizers there. I'm one of the officers there. Pero it's a multi-million business already, and one of the reason we started it was because we also want to share to everyone. Me personally, I want to share to everyone that you can start a business na maliit lang ang funds. Everything starts with an idea, but it's not just an idea you are selling. I'm gonna share to you that today. Okay, I was able to start before. Multi-million business na rin. It's an advertising company, but I had to buy out my shares. But I was able to start it with very little funds. Yung mga partners ko ang naglagay ng funds and it's now with them. So I just bought back my shares. I mean, I just sold my shares to them and then I was out of the business. But the business is still running now. Okay? So I want to share to you about these things, how I was able to start them without funds or at least minimal funds. Alright? Kasi yun yung iniisip ng mga Pinoy kaagad eh. Mahirap ang business kasi malaki ang capital, which is not true. Right? Even I had a photography and videography webinar. I mean, no, not a webinar, a business before, right? Because of life, because of yung parang naiba yung direction ng buhay mo, the business had to stop. But I was able to use the skills. But the very funny thing was, it turned out along the way, for after how many years, I was able to buy equipments, solid equipments which costs hundreds of thousands of pesos. But the funny thing is, I had this mantra before na I will start this business with piso lang, right? That was very funny. So I started to learn the skill. My very first shoot on a wedding was a rented camera. Right, nag-rent pa ako ng camera para makapagsimula ako. So I didn't really buy my own camera, but yeah, you can do this. You can start a business with zero to no funds at all. If you have funds, then swerte nyo, mas madali mag-start. Pero mas mahirap talaga on zero, pero it's doable. No excuses. I rented a camera before. But anyways, I'm gonna share to you the experience in a bit. Alright, so let's just give a few more minutes so that we can read the comments. Right, Gavino Lomboy, morning sir, 2K euro pala initial fund sa eToro. 2K euro initial fund sa eToro. Not sure if that's the initial fund sa eToro. I believe it's not. Right? Meron lang mga assets na dapat 2K ang exposure mo. Right? Let me just transfer this on the bottom kasi hirap nakatingin ako sa taas lagi kasi yung screen ko ngayon nasa taas. Right? 2K euro. I think that's for different assets. Like, for example, Forex ka, dapat 2K euro yung exposure, ang alam ko. Or, is it Forex? But, yung initial funding is not. Okay? Just for certain assets. Michael Samiento, good morning, Sir Lloyd. Good morning din. Emily Gulciano, good morning, Sir Lloyd. Morning din. Makatangan, hi, sir. Good morning po. Naka-receive po ako ng margin call. Ano po gagawin doon? Right? Margin call, is it your leverage? Ano po gagawin doon? I'll ask I'll ask eToro what that margin call was about. Right? Marami kasing angles ang margin call. Barok TV, anong business yun, sir? Right? Yung business ko na naging multi-million dollars, tas lumabas ako ng partnership was an advertising business. So it is based on tarpaulin printing. I had skills with Photoshop, etc. So I presented that to possible investors na may background din in printing. Pero hindi dito sa Cebu yung business nila. So I presented there the possibility na pwede ako mag-manage, ganito, ganyan. And then, I had these skills. Ito yung ma-offer ko na management cover ko. So we will need some other people and this stuff. So, but I presented the business proposal to them properly, which is what we are gonna be talking about, right? So when I started that printing business, ayan, so wala akong pera, 50K lang pera ko. Right, with just 50K, we're able to start a million peso business with some partners, right? So what I did was, sige, i-share ko na lang. So isa yan sa isa. Isa yan sa pag-uusapan natin. So just to share that experience with you guys. So I was into photography and videography before, but when you are into photography, alam nyo po paano mag-Photoshop more or less, right? Dapat matutunan nyo yan. So that's a skill you need to learn, and that skill is priceless. I tell you, dami nyo mapupuntahan if you know that skill, right? I was into that business, photography and videography, pero before that, may trabaho na po ako noon I have job experience with layouting, nagle-layout po ng mga business cards, posters, tarpaulins. So I already have these I already have these skills. So what I did was I built I also had this credibility of the business of the photography and videography. So through my network, I was able to learn people, know people na who are into this business also. Okay? So when that happened, nung may nakilala akong tao na may pera and has this business, so I took it to the challenge na I talked to them, and I was able to get a meeting with them, presented my business proposal, and I was able to get their nod, and then nag-invest sila, bumili ng tarpaulin printing, and nag-invest on renting a location, and then we started the business, and it started from there, right? So and then the business is still there. I'm very happy when I go through that through that street and see the business. It's always very it's always a good it's always a good emotion for me, even if I had to stop my with the company, but it's always a good feeling na I was able to start that with just 50,000, right? I don't majority own the business, but at least man lang I compensated with yung maliit na ownership ko. So I worked for my ownership to grow, right? Sabi ko, instead yung sweldo ko, I will be paying my part of the partnership. Yun po yung nangyari, right? So I was paying my part of my my partnership, and then wala akong maliit lang sweldo ko, but something came up na mas malaki yung opportunity for me, and the business was already stable. So I had to decide na I had to stop there kasi hindi ko na kaya magtrabaho doon, and the way I'm paying for my partnership was to my hours there. I cannot offer my hours there anymore. So it was so much better if ever lalabas lang ako. Anyways, so sustaining naman yung company. And that was it for me, right? It was still fulfilling for me, right? Another experience I will show to you guys is mangingisda.org. For those who don't know mangingisda.org yet, you can go to Facebook. Let me share this to you. So ang alam na is yung mangingisda.org. You can learn from this also. Maybe you want to build something for your own in the future. So mangingisda.org is one of the biggest businesses right now. It's a non-profit organization. I still consider them business, but this is business for the people, right? But we were able to build this nonetheless. So let me just clear this out. Nasa baba. Right, so mangingisda.org. If you don't know mangingisda.org yet, please visit this Facebook page, mangingisda.org. Ngayon, I shared a few updates sa mangingisda.org, and we already have close to 10 na cages officially dito, and then yung mga earnings ng mga tao, ng mga fishermen, they built their own fish cages for the organization itself kasi yung kita nila, aside from sweldo nila, I have to inspire them to build their own cages also. So now we are close to 14 cages already for the organization, and it's a fishing business. As makikita niyo po dito, ito yung harvest just last month. So ito, ganito karaming isda. Right, so this is one of the business that we were able to start without that much fund. Napakalit lang ng fund na nagawa ko dito. Nalagay ko dito. I had to shell out from my own to help the fishermen, to help the organization. But nonetheless, it's very low funds. I could have made this personal, but we wanted to help the fishermen in the community, so we were able to do this. But anyways, yan. This is one of the biggest right now. Share ko rin po sa inyo, I had a business before na zero investment, right? Zero ang capital, right? One of the best business you can start with zero capital is event organizing, right? Event organizing, zero capital po ang kailangan dyan. Why? Ang pinaka-capital mo dyan is your network. If you know, all you need to do is gather up suppliers, and then make a deal with them na kung ako ang kukuha sa inyo, will you give me a better rate, mas mababa na rate if you contact the suppliers. Now, all you need to do is to present to clients, ma'am, these are the events that I had before. You have to work under a different event organizer, or you have to volunteer first para at least may portfolio ka, and then you can show this portfolio to people. And these are the events that I was able to make successfully, and then may contract kayo niyan na for down payment, and then yung down payment actually yung magbabayad sa suppliers is the client. So you don't have to put in much money to start that business. So event organizing, check into it, but hindi kayo pwede naman basta-basta na pumasok ka agad sa business na yan. Sabi kasi akala nyo walang investments, right? So there are things you need to learn first and to do first before you can start this business with zero to at least very low budget. Okay? So yan po. Let's go to the comments. Good morning, sir. Ano po kaya main reason bakit binabaan ng eToro yung leverage? Because of the volatility of the market. eToro wants to protect the investors. If ever kasi malaki ang leverage ngayon, market is very unpredictable at maubos ang pera nyo, and eToro wants to protect you guys. Yes, eToro will earn a lot if ever magle-leverage kayo at mabebenta nyo yung position at maka-close out kayo, but eToro is not like that. Pinoprotect niya rin po yung mga investors. So you guys, your portfolio is protected. Hindi kayo matetempt mag-leverage na malaki, because this market is not the right time to put high leverage. Okay? Kasi akyat baba ang market. Kaya mahirap po mag-leverage ngayon. Sir, until now wala pa po yung $50 from eToro. Alright, so can you send me a message in Financial Freedom 101 para ipa-check po natin. At your galang, Sir Lloyd, I make a new eToro account under you, Daddy Trader, yung username. Alright, let's check that out later. Taga Cebu day ka, sir. Yes, Barok TV, taga Cebu po ako. Right? Thank you so much, sir. You're welcome. Yes, I'm based in Mandawi right now. Laking Cebu po. Mandawi City ako ngayon naka-base, but still in Cebu. Right? Ayun. So, with that, here are my top 5 tips on how you can build your own business with zero to low funds na investment pang starting. Right? This is very important because I will tell you, anything is possible. Hindi nyo kailangan, kasi pinakamalaking hadlang sa mga Pinoy is, ang hirap mag-business kasi kailangan ng malaki ng pera. No, that's not true. And this is my journey. I'm sharing this to you so that I can... Sorry, ang ingay. One moment. Right, ang ingay ng mga aso. Ang dami kong sa aso dito sa bahay. But anyways, yes. Again, top 5 tips on how to build a business with zero to low funds. At as much as possible, napakalit lang na funds para makapagsimula kayo ng negosyo ninyo. Diba? Right, so number 1 is, ito yung pinaka-importante. Understand that this is gonna be starting small. Pinakamalaking problema ng mga millennials ngayon, right? Tulad ko. Hindi. Yes, I'm still a millennial. I'm still 33. But anyways, pinakamalaking problema ng mga millennials ngayon is, if iniisip kasi nila, kung mag-business ako, yayaman ka agad ako. No! Please, no. Right? If you start a business with the tips that I am giving you guys, it's either you build it on your own, but if you build it on your own, remember, wala kang funds. So, it's proportional, right? Everything is proportional. The investment that you put in and the earnings that you will get. Right? Kung mas maliit ang investment mo, potential earnings mo is maliit pa rin. Right? Meron din namang businesses na maliit lang ang capital pero ang laki ng kita. Right? But nonetheless, you still need capital for that. So you can go for those kinds of businesses, pero you will need something behind it, right? But please remember, starting your business, especially if you want to start with very small funds, and understand that you are starting small and your earnings are gonna be very small, especially in the first year, second year, maybe in the third year, dun pa kayo talagang makakapaglipad talaga if you want to start it on your own. It's either that you want to own it for yourself, but if you start small, maliit rin ang kitaan ninyo. If you can survive that for on the birth on the birth years of your business. We call this in the business world the birth pains, right? Masakit pa po at stressful po on the very first few years of your business. So you have to survive that. Understand that you are starting small. If you want to start, let's say for example, yung business ko dati na tarpaulin printing, it's a business with very large capital. How can I start that, sir? So I understand that you are going to be starting small. So I started small. How did I start small there? Maliit na part lang ng company ang na-own ko, right? I started with 50,000 pesos, right? 50,000 pesos for a tarpaulin printing business is very small. Yung tarpaulin printers ngayon nasa 1 million plus. Okay? So imagine 50,000 lang ang capital ko noon. So I started small with that company, and I was willing to, right? I was very willing to work in the company, in the business, and then yung sahod ko, yun yung pinambabayad ko for my shares to go up. But nonetheless, that was the business I wanted to start. So that was how I started small. Even if it's a big business, I started small with very small partnership. Okay? So you have to understand that, and then you work your way up until you own magkano yung deal nyo. So 50-50 tayo dito, but this is my money for now. And then if yung sweldo ko, yung kita ko, bayaran kita hanggang sa makuha ko yung, let's say 2 million yung 2 million yung what do you call this? 2 million yung usapan ninyo, and then so 50-50 you have 1 million. So I started with just 50K, right? So I started to build my ownership. Binabayaran ko sila through my sweldo, and some goes to me. But yes, that's how you start small. I started small with that. Right? So understand and be ready to start small when you start your own business. Okay? Right? So you have to understand that. So it's really possible to start small even if it's a big business, right? But how do you present that? How do you get these clients? How do you get these partners, right? Na malaking pera, etc. Right? Ito, tip number 2, build your credibility. Right? You have to build your credibility. Yung Facebook walls ninyo, you have to. I made a post about this. Social media. Use social media to your advantage. Don't let social media use you. Right? So how do you build your credibility in social media? This is very complex, but pero to cut it short, I call this look for a friend. Hanap kayo ng kaibigan ninyo na nagbebenta ng networking, MLM, online, siguro insurance, right? Look at their Facebook walls, right? The successful ones, hindi yung mga putyo-putyo lang na mga nasa sales or nasa MLM. The successful ones. Look at their Facebook walls. If may nakikita ba kayong madumi dyan, yung mga nagmumura or nag-aano ng even politics, right? Wala po. You build your credibility through social media. Use social media. Don't let social media use you. Gamitin nyo po social media nyo and present your credibility, your personal credibility in social media. Present it well. Make it clean, make it sharp. Yung photos mo should be representing success, right? Should be respectable, should be representing success, hindi yung mga kalokohan lang, right? Because when you present your business and these partners look you up because they want to know more about you, guess what they're going to be looking at first? Right? It should be understandable, but you have to understand this. They will be looking at your Facebook wall. And what if yung partner mo hindi kayo parehas ng, let's say, political stand and you keep ranting about the government? Goodbye partner na, right? So you won't be able to start and it's gonna be hard for you. Or syempre, you are talking to partners, and so these are rich people. So these people know about money and will know about management. Definitely money management, especially. So if they wanna see your management skills, if you are an investor, I keep teaching this. Huwag kayong basta-basta mag-invest. There are certain parameters that you need to check, and one of the parameters that you need to check is the management skills of the one holding the business. In your case, since ikaw yung magpe-present and you present to be the manager, these people who are successful, who have money, will look at you as a manager. What are your management skills? Ano na ba yung background mo? Ano ba yung ano mo? But if makikita nila sa Facebook walls mo na ganito, ganyan, ang pangit ng damit, etc. And this is the business I want to start with these people. Is this the kind of person I want to start business with? Or is this the kind of person I want to do I feel secured with my money, putting my money to you? Look at your Facebook walls, puro kalokohan, ganito, ganyan. So, I will have a hard time deciding if I will put my money into you and invest in you. So, it's gonna be very, very, very challenging if you don't present your personal credibility well. Facebook walls, your social media, use it to build your personality, personal credibility, and professionally. Right. Second is build your credibility personally and professionally. Eto, professionally build your credibility. If I know that you are a manager of a bank and I want to start a bank, right, a business, you are the person that I want to partner with. Build your credibility. If you want to start a restaurant business in the future, build your credibility. Kung wala kang pera, magtrabaho ka sa isang restaurant and be the best chef. If you're the best chef let's say for Cebu, ikaw ang kilalang magaling chef sa Cebu. Okay? And nagtatrabaho ka lang dyan. If you present your business to people, sir, these are my skills, these are my accolades, ito yung mga awards ko noon, ganito, ganyan, this is how I'm known, and meron ng mga blogs dito, meron ng mga newspaper, and this is me. And I want to start my business, right? My credibility is I was a manager of this restaurant, nagtatrabaho ako dito noon, I'm a chef, I'm the head chef, and I'm managing a kitchen. Okay? And I want to start a business, ang problema ko, wala akong pera. Right? This is the business idea that I have. If you want to partner with me, ito yon, ito yung magkano pera na kailangan ko, and you are gonna be owning ilang percentage ng company. Right? It's much easier to present a business if you have a professional credibility. So this is one way to start a business on your own. Right? Very important point. If you're working, right, if nagtatrabaho ka ba lang, do not work for the pay, work for the learnings and the credibility you can build. Okay? Dapat you have to learn on your job. Right? Work to learn, not work to earn. Okay? Magtrabaho kayo dyan, kahit maliit ang sweldo. Remember, we are starting small. Kahit maliit ang sweldo ko dito, but if this job is gonna build my credibility, I'm gonna spend a year or two here and be the best here and build my credibility. Pinopost ko sa social media ang mga naluluto ko, etc. That's how you build your credibility. Again, your personal credibility. Mamaya, dadagdagan ko. But professional credibility is very important. Doesn't matter if you're working with very low earnings, but with this credibility you are building, it's gonna be priceless, my friend. You can present your credibility, your job experience, how you did in your job, even if napakaliit lang ng restaurant na yon. But this is how I did. These were my and I can share to you. Ito yung paborito kong luto. This is the menu that I can build for the restaurant. If you like the plan, I'm willing to take partners. And ito ganyan. It's easier to do that if you have professional credibility. Compared sa guys, gusto ko mag-start ng business, sa kapatid mo. Let's say, for example, kapatid mo, relatives, friends and relatives. These are the first people that you approach, right? These are the first people that you approach and these are the first people who will reject you. Sadly. Totoo po yan. But nonetheless, try to present to them. Kasi meron naman talagang tutulong, right? But at least man lang, to these people you trust, if you share to them, at least kahit na mag-no sila kasi wala silang pera, at least they can give you feedback, and these are the first people you can make mistakes with. If may mali sa presentation mo, at least sa kanila mo na practice to fix your presentation. Diba? And they can give you feedback at hindi sila mag-invest sa'yo. But, yes, professionally build your credibility. That's my number 2 tip. Build your credibility, personally and professionally. Okay? Next is build an online presence. My third tip for you is build an online presence. Remember, kahit magtrabaho kayo, professionally build your credibility. Kahit magtrabaho kasi sa mumurahing restaurant, but you know that the restaurant is serving very good food, try to build the food, try to work there, learn how to build the food, and once you know that already, try to take a photo of it, guys. Ito yung gawa ko ngayon. There's a way to fix that. Visit our restaurant. So, hindi na magagalit ang owner sa'yo niyan. Ito ang gawa ko. Yun yung importante, gawa ko. Visit our restaurant, let's say for example, Mang Inasal, right? So the owners won't be, hindi sila magagalit dyan because you're advertising them. But in reality, you're advertising yourself. You're building an online presence. Guys, ito yung gawa ko ngayon. Visit our restaurant, ganito, ganyan. This is what's available, blah, blah, blah. Very delicious, ganito, ganyan. And then, that's how you do it. Build an online presence, right? Number one, and if you want to be a manager, if you want to manage the business, not just the kitchen, build an online presence about the business that you're managing, and then how good it is doing, etc., etc., etc. Because you are this presence that you have is gonna be helping you in the future, right? This is gonna be your portfolio, so that when you present this to partners in the future, you can use this. But I'm talking about businesses that need capital. You can still start a business with zero funds, pero kahit kailangan ng business na malaking funds, right? Even if maliit ang funds mo, you can always look for partners. It's easier to look for partners this way. Okay? And then, deal nyo lang. Ganito lang ang deal nyo, ha? For example, the initial capital is 3 million. Let's say you only have 100,000, but you already have the credibility, personal credibility, etc. Yung mga sinasabi ko noon, online presence. Ganito lang ang gawin nyo. Sir, this is me. This is my job before. Ganito, ganyan. Ito yung mga gawa ko. Tingnan niyo po ang portfolio ko, etc., etc. Here are my accolades, achievements, etc. Ito, ganyan, and my management skills. And I was able to build this restaurant from a small restaurant. After 2 years, naging very successful kami, and I was part of it. Okay? Now, I want to use my expertise to build my own restaurant. Okay, and I will sadly, this is very big, and because before, when I was on my job, it was all hard, maliit lang earnings na kinikita ko. I wasn't after the earnings. I was really after the skills and the expertise that I can get from that restaurant, and I think I have it. I am asking you if you're willing to be a partner. Start the business with me. So, etc., etc. If ever, ganito, ganyan. So, 3 million po ang capital natin. What I'm willing to do is, if ever, partnership tayo, 50-50 tayo, pwede tayong 50-50. The only problem ko lang ngayon is wala akong funds. I only have 100K. So, my proposal for you is, sa 100K na yan, for the first, since I'm gonna be managing it, and meron akong sweldo dito, part of na sweldo ko, right? Part ng sweldo ko, ibabayad ko sa partnership natin sa dapat capital ko. So, from 100K, dapat meron ako 1.5 million. So, yung part na sweldo ko, I'm gonna be paying you to get the 1.5 million. They will be willing to accept that if you just followed 1, 2, and 3. Nasa number 3 pa lang tayo na tip. Right? Hindi naman lahat mag-o-okay. But for those people na nakatikim sa pagkain mo and know how great you are, they will be willing to partner with you. If hindi kaya ng isang partner, then dalawang partner, tig to 30% or 40% sa'yo, and then 30-30 sila, babayaran mo lang sa kanila yung 40%. Pwede naman ganun para hindi mabigat sa kanila. But it's up to you. Just build on this idea. Pwede po yan. I did that before. Okay? So before I go to number 4, tip number 4. Wait, taka lang ha. Nawala yung isa ko. Isang tip ko ha. Alright, so, I'm gonna go to the comments really quick. Sir, paano reset password sa mangisda? Send mangisda.org na Facebook page a message para ma-reset natin ang password. Maricel Scanavides, good morning po. Joseph Tanel, off-topic coach regarding sa action ni Secretary Dominguez order SSS and GIS GSIS to buy stocks now. Ano insights nyo? Isip ko kasi baka risky to at baka maapektuhan ang future pension. Actually, affected na ang future pension. It's a very wise move for GSIS because napakababa ng market ngayon, right? Don't worry about GSIS because people will keep on buying. If they buy this month, it will pull the average down. If they buy next month, again, it will pull the average even down even further if ever bababa pa ang market. So don't worry about that. It's a normal strategy to average down, especially that the economy of the Philippines is booming. Maganda naman economy natin, maganda naman ang outlook. Hindi naman ganong kaano yung coronavirus. The companies are still doing well. Remember, these companies na pinapasok ng SSS GSIS doesn't just earn from the climb of the stocks but also by dividends. So may kinikita pa rin yan. So don't worry about that. Yeah, and because wala naman tayong crisis politically, etc. It's just the health crisis right now, which I think can be controlled in the future. If ever ma-okay sa coronavirus, then this is gonna be a very good move. Actually, I think it's a good move, so don't worry about it. Mas maganda nga na mag-average down sila kaysa pabayaan lang nila yung funds nila. Okay? So, let's continue. Number 4. To, dapat part sa skills ninyo, if mahiyain man kayo, you have to be one of the sharks if you want to be successful in business, right? Especially if you are gonna start your business very small and with very low funds, right? In business, you have to be a shark, so you have to learn that. If mahiyain kayo, bad news for you, you have to learn that. You have to overcome that, yung shyness niyo, if you want to be successful. Okay lang maging mahiyain kung bata pa kayo, but if you want to be successful, right, especially in business, you have to overcome that. Very, very important. Okay, with that, here's the 4th tip. Learn how to present the business better. You have to learn how to present the business. Yung pinakaunang video ni mangingisda.org. So, to tell you the story of mangingisda.org, the very first capital ng mangingisda.org is this video is the first capital of mangingisda.org, right? Unang capital, syempre, sa paggawa ng mga permits, etc., which is madali lang naman. The second capital is the manpower for the fish, but pinakamalaki po dito na capital was for the website and creating the video presentation for the business. Okay? So, more or less, let's say, 100K to start this $1 million business. 100K initial capital. But ito yung pinakaunang investment ko talaga that I focused on was to get investors. Right? To get investors. And I had to present it well to people. From 100,000 on the very, very first project of mangingisda.org, we were able to build, right? I will tell you honestly, partners po, hindi po pera ng mangingisda.org yung unang project po talaga nila. But the very first project was for 4 cages and that was for 2.6 million. From a very, very good presentation. If you want to watch the video here, just go to mangisda.org. From this presentation alone, we were able to build 2.6 million for the first ever project. And that was the very first thing that I presented, and we were able to build 2.6 million. Now, mangisda.org is very big already. Agawan pa nga ang mga investors, right? It's not about to boast, but it's just for the topic for today. Invest in how to present the business properly. Okay, you have to spend on presenting the business, then you can do this. Right? So what happened with mangisda.org was I already had the online presence, I already had the credibility personally and professionally, and ayun, that helped, plus the presentation that I gave you, the video that I gave to the investors, and mangisda.org just flew, right? And we were very thankful for the investors for this. But napakaganda na po ng mga buhay ng mga may isda doon ngayon na part ng organization because of you guys. Right? And yan, the tips that I gave you basically helped us create this. Okay? Ngayon, nag-aagawan pa mga investors. Okay? And nawala yung isang tip ko eh. Right? Number 4, number 5, nawala. Nawala yung pag 5 tip ko, but linagay ko dito is my runner-up on how to be able to start your business with very low budget, right? So, ito talaga is be honest. People are gonna see through you, right? Especially if you build your online presence, people will know if it's fake or not. So, as much as possible, be honest with everything as much as possible. Okay? Hindi ko naman sinabi sa inyo na kung let's say magulo ka sa sa buhay mo na you fake it in Facebook na ganito ang buhay na iba talaga ang buhay mo. No. You can be rowdy in your Facebook at you can be rowdy in your Facebook but just keep it clean, right? Clean, fun, that's okay. But if you want to be a successful businessman, you have to create a good online presence, right? So tanggalin mo lang yung mga madudumi, and that should be a good start already. Okay? Be honest, right? Di tulad ng ibang mga nagbebenta online is kahit mahirap ang buhay nila, post pa rin ng post na maraming pera, post pa rin ng post na magandang kotse, pero in real life, hindi naman pala. Lalabas yung truth. So, I want you to be honest, especially you are being trusted with, let's say, hundreds of thousands, if not in the future, millions. Be honest, please, right? Your credibility is very hard to build, and if it's broken, it's really hard to start again. Okay, so your credibility is also an investment. So be honest, please. Michael Sarmiento, somehow your message got retracted. Sir Lloyd, kailangan ba 100% complete yung profile ko sa eToro bago makapag-fund? Yes, dapat po 100% complete yung profile nyo kasi requirements po yan ng what do you call this? Sa atin SEC, it's a regulatory ASIC, yeah. ASIC, it's the regulatory board na nagmo-monitor kay eToro. So that's part of it. You have to complete your profile kasi baka kayong tawag dyan, this is stock market is a very good avenue for money laundering. So yung mga money launderers linalagay lang sa, let's say, sa eToro yung pera, tapos pag wini-withdraw, magtanong yung SEC, saan galing tong pera nito? From trading po, from eToro. Kasi eToro galing pag-withdraw nila. So, clean na ang pera. So, it's very important that you complete your profile first, right? Regulations po yan. Okay, so if you don't know about mangingisda.org yet, you can visit the Facebook page mangingisda.org. You can check on the video if you want to learn how to present your if you want to learn how to present your business properly also, which is one of the tip that I gave you, or if you want to invest in this in the business also sa organization, this is gonna be very helpful sa mga society rin natin, and at the same time you are helping yourself through your investments and helping the community. So check this out, mangingisda.org. Kaka-harvest lang natin last month, right? So check it out. It's gonna be very good investment avenue for you. Kaso nga lang, heads up lang, medyo pahirapan na ngayon sa pagpasok because it grew so much that still so many investors wanna get in. We just wanna, ayaw po namin tanggapin yung pera kung hindi pa ready ang business. In the future soon, we are going to be growing the business even further, and then we're going to be opening more cages for more investors. But please check it out. At least ready kayo. Okay, Gavino Lombay, sir, what's your take on Market Trip? It's a trading platform. Marami naman trading platform na okay naman talaga eh. But isa sa best criteria na tingnan nyo dapat, if it's test users, kung maraming users, then good. Right? You compare the number of users. You can Google the best best what do you call this, brokers, stock market brokers, international market brokers. You can Google that and doon kayo doon kayo mag-invest. That's one of my recommendation when it comes to looking for brokers, kasi it's really ang daming brokers na nagsasara, I tell you, right? So isa sa tingnan nyo dapat is number of users. Pag marami, then that brokership is gonna be good. And how many years have they been uh, operating already. So that's one of the card wins. So if ever you wanna try it out, sa tingin nyo okay naman, don't put much money in there yet. Doon kayo sa credible na brokers para just for safekeeping. Okay? So, yes, if you have any questions, please post it in the comments. Yun po yung tips ko sa inyo ngayon sa mga gustong mag-entrepreneurs. It is possible to start a business with even zero funds, right? I created this before. I wanna create that mantra na you can start something. It's all in the mind. If you're willing to start small, if zero at all, kaya po yan, right? Yung photography and videography and business ko noon, I had a friend na it was a DSLR na hindi niya naman ganong ginagamit, and he's a close friend of mine. So whenever we go out, we hang out together, I can borrow his DSLR. During those times, that was the time na nag-aaral ako. There's YouTube back then, ang daming tutorials about photography, so I did it on my own. And then after that, we started na ang pinakaunang nangyari sa akin was my very first shoot, hindi po under sa akin sa name ko. My very first shoot was, I was an apprentice. Right? I was an apprentice, right? Nag-apply ako for apprenticeship. There are so many photographers out there, or experts on whatever field. For example, what do you call this? Sa event organizing, pwede kayong mag-apprentice diyan. Or kung gusto niyo matutong mag-start ng restaurant, pwede kayong mag-apprentice diyan. Right? For me, I wanted to start a photography business before. So, yeah, nag-apprentice ako noon. Right? So, if you're apprentice, may sweldo ka. What I did was, yung sweldo ko, malaki ang sweldo ng apprentice sa photography. Anyways, isang event lang naman. Right? So, I will tell you the truth. 3,000 ang binigay sa akin noon. So, that was the promised amount for my apprenticeship. So, what I did was, sabi ko sa kaibigan ko, pare, may apprenticeship shoot ako. Hindi mo naman ginagamit ang cam mo. Is it okay? Hindi ko hiniram because I was earning. It should be, eto side trip lang. Pangit yan na kumikita kayo pero hiniram nyo lang yung nyo, hindi kayo magbibigay sa hiniraman nyo. That's bad. That's bad ethics. So since kikita ako dito, pare, is it okay if I can rent your camera? Right? Kung sasabihin niya, huwag mo na rentahan, then that's good. Pero I offered to rent it. So sa 3,000 ko, I rented this camera for 1,000 for a day. And then at least may 2,000 pa rin ako. But 2,000 is okay na rin in a day. But the point was, I went to apprenticeship to learn the skills. So, ilang apprenticeship na yon, and I was able to build my skills and my portfolio at the same time. Yung mga kuha ko, gumawa ako ng sarili kong online presence. So, I created a Facebook page of my own. And then, there it is, my portfolio. And now, I can go to my friends. I am a member of a church. I'm an Iglesia ni Cristo. So, marami po doon na kaibigan ko, and then I show them my work. And then yung Facebook walls ko, yun yung nakikita nila, maganda kong kuha. So I started to tell them na, guys, kung magpakasal kayo, you can get me as a photographer. And since I was still starting, maliit lang ang bayad. But it started there. So kita, and then I was able to really buy my own camera, and then it started from there. But it started from zero, yung photography business ko. Magpo-photography business ako, kaso nga lang wala akong pambili ng camera na maganda. That's bullshit. Please, right? Excuses lang po yan. Okay? Hindi po totoo yan. Right? You can always start with zero funds. It's all in the mind. If you believe you can do it, you can find a way to do it. Right? So, that's the message and that's the video for today. Let me see if we have any comments. All right, so yun po. I want you guys to build something on your own. Okay? Isa ito sa episode natin last week, right? My best tip on how for you to become successful, build something for your own. Okay? So after your jobs, build something for your own. Pwede kayong magtrabaho ng extra job for more capital, or you start building on your own. Ito yung dalawa yung pathways ng 'di ba? Becoming financially successful. One pathway is saving money and investing it. That's the slow but sure path. Or you can take the second way, which is building something for yourself. It's also it's a high reward. Diretso ka. So, mas mabilis kang maging financially successful, but higher risk at the same time. Kasi you can also fail hard on this one. Instead, dun sa investing, okay naman ang investing path. Kasi pag may bumagsak na iba, yung ibang investments mo umakyat naman. So, slowly but surely yung isang path. But you can do both paths at the same time. But yun, my point is, I want you to build something for yourself on your free time. Build something for yourself on your free time. If you want to be successful, or if you want to do what makes you happy, make it a business. Okay? But since wala ka pang pera, so you have to take your job first, and then on the side, on your free time, that's where you build your business. Okay? Pwede kang mag-sideline sa isang restaurant to learn, etc. But there's no impossible if you just believe in it. And if you have the discipline, I believe you can be successful also. Jake, Sally, na-lockdown na kami dito sa Davao. O nga pala, let's talk about that. Yeah, naka-lockdown ng ibang cities. Kasi sa Sarangani, may tumakas daw di ba? I read that news. So, you're now home-based. Karamihan daw naka-home-based. So, use the time. You have free time right now. Use that time. Again, I will tell you. Tell me what you are doing on your free time. Right? If ever you want to be financially successful, and on your free time you're just watching Netflix, you're not doing anything productive, and I will say tamad ka. Use your free time to build something for yourself. Learn YouTube, etc. Or start building your portfolio, etc. Whatever it is, please be productive in your free time. So this is a good time to start building something for yourself. And hopefully, itong crisis na ito, maraming naka-home base na lang. Yung iba pa nga, hindi na makapagtrabaho. This is where you will appreciate your emergency funds. Right? We talked about emergency funds noon. You have to build your emergency funds first before you start investing. Okay? Pag ganitong may crisis, at least meron kayong liquid na pera magagamit. If ever kasi wala kayong emergency funds, let's say, nag-start ka ng, let's say, insurance. Monthly mo babayaran yung insurance, di ba? Wala kang emergency funds, at pag nawalan ka ng trabaho, mapuputol na insurance mo, you are gonna go into debt, and so it's gonna be very risky. So emergency funds is very important. Hopefully you learn from the crisis also in the future. Always build your emergency funds. It's very useful, I tell you. Okay? So Manila is on a lockdown. Sa Cebu, wala pa naman, okay lang naman sa Cebu, walang problema dito sa Cebu. Hopefully ang init na kasi ngayon, hindi makaspread gaano yung virus dahil sa init. Right, so that's the message we have for today. Hopefully you learned a lot, and I'll see you again tomorrow. And if you have any financial or investment or business advices, if you need any, just send me a message in Financial Freedom 101, and I'll be more than happy to answer to you guys. Hindi naman instant yung answer ko, especially today. My mom's gonna be going back to the hospital, so baka medyo mabisi ako ngayon. But I will respond to you guys whenever I can. That's it for today. I'll see you again tomorrow. And as always, let's get rich together. Bye, everyone.
Oh.